What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Buzz. Sean Strickland was unexpectedly denied access to UFC 323, creating major buzz across the MMA community. As the event wrapped up, Full Mount MMA released its recap, highlighting a surprising announcement from the UFC. The promotion confirmed that Sean Strickland vs. Anthony Hernandez will officially headline UFC Houston on February 21st. However, Strickland revealed that he wasn't allowed to attend UFC 323, saying he simply wanted to show up and support his teammates, but the UFC executives personally called him and told him to stay away. According to Sean, he has been suspended and barred from entering the arena, a decision that stunned many fans and fighters alike. In addition to that shocking development, the UFC delivered several key fight announcements for UFC 325 in Australia. The main card is shaping up to be an exciting one, with Dan Hooker set to collide with Benoit Saint-Denis in what promises to be a high-pressure, high-action matchup. Fans are already calling it a potential fight of the night contender, given both athletes' relentless fighting styles. Also confirmed is a lightweight strikers showdown between Rafael Fiziev and Mauricio Ruffi, a bout expected to showcase elite-level speed, precision, and knockout power. As UFC 323 concluded, the promotion emphasized that more announcements will be coming soon, keeping the energy high for upcoming events. With these new matchups revealed and the unexpected situation surrounding Sean Strickland, the MMA world is buzzing with speculation and excitement. Drop your predictions in the comments. Every matchup announced tonight has the potential to shift rankings, create breakout stars, and set the tone for an action-packed year in the UFC. Before moving on to the next news, we have a quick request for you. We're always working to improve our content and truly value your support. If you could take a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon, it would mean a lot to us. That way you'll never miss an update. Move on to another news. Payton Talbott earned a dominant unanimous decision victory over Henry Cejudo, showcasing sharp wrestling and composure throughout the fight. Talbott secured multiple takedowns on the former champion, controlling key moments and proving he belongs among the division's rising contenders. After the final bell, Cejudo asked Dana White for a performance bonus right there in the Octagon, and Dana immediately responded that he would give him $50,000 regardless of the night's selections. Following the loss, Henry Cejudo officially announced his retirement. He later posted on X, saying he promised to leave everything inside the cage, and he felt he had done exactly that. Messages of respect poured in from across the MMA world. Jiri Prochaska congratulated Cejudo on a beautiful career, praising him not only as an elite fighter, but also as a great coach and person. Justin Gaethje saluted him as a legend who represented the USA with heart. Belal Muhammad called the bout a great fight, while Jun Silva described Cejudo as a warrior. Jeremy Stevens highlighted how Dana awarding $50 no matter what shows what makes the UFC special. Ariel Helwani noted that Talbott looked completely back on track after his loss 11 months ago. Paul Felder said Cejudo went out like a warrior, and Talbott delivered an incredible performance. Kenny Florian praised both men, calling the fight tough, smart, and fun to watch. Even AMA Roasted jokingly wrote that Henry had already announced he was coming out of retirement. After the win, Talbott expressed a mix of excitement and reflection. He admitted it was bittersweet witnessing the end of Henry's career, saying it felt like looking into a mirror, because every fighter eventually reaches that moment. Talbott shared that he was studying Cejudo throughout the bout, learning in real time from a man who had inspired him. He even revealed that one of his takedowns came from a technique he learned directly from Henry. Moving into the later rounds, Talbott explained his strategy: stay smart, avoid getting caught by Cejudo's power shots, and maintain composure. Discussing his evolution, Talbott said the biggest change is learning to keep his head clear. His loss earlier in the year taught him valuable lessons about mental health and discipline. Now, he wants more firefights and more bangers, hoping to face high-level strikers and climb deeper into the rankings. Move on to another news. Tatsuro Taira delivered the biggest win of his career by defeating former champion Brandon Moreno via second-round TKO. The stoppage was historic, marking the first time in Moreno's 33-fight career that he has ever been finished. However, the ending sparked immediate debate among fans and analysts who questioned whether referee Mark Smith stepped in too early. Reactions poured in across the MMA community. Alan Juban felt the stoppage was premature, saying Moreno was still moving and defending. Aaron Bronsteter echoed the sentiment, noting that a two-time world champion deserved more time to recover from a tough position. Kenny Florian criticized the officiating as one of Mark Smith's off nights, but still praised Taira for capitalizing on the moment. Belal Muhammad stated that Taira has now earned the next flyweight title shot. Max Holloway reacted by hinting at the possibility possibility of a UFC Japan event, while Ariel Helwani imagined a dream matchup between Taira and Kyoji Horiguchi in Japan. After the fight, Taira spoke confidently about the win and his future. He acknowledged how significant it was to finish a former champion who had never been stopped before, calling it a major statement for his career and a clear claim for a title shot. Taira described the adjustments he made mid-fight, explaining that he expected Moreno to fade the longer the exchanges continued. Once he sensed Moreno slowing down, he changed his approach, applying steady pressure and forcing Moreno to expend more energy. He emphasized that he trusted his striking, especially his kicks, to inflict meaningful damage, and he was proud that he executed the finish exactly as he envisioned. Looking ahead, Taira made his ambitions clear. He wants the next shot at flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja and believes he has earned it with this victory. After capturing the belt, he said his ideal next opponent would be Joshua Van, signaling his desire to stay active and continue proving himself at the top of the division. Move on to another news. In the co-main event, Joshua Van became the new UFC flyweight champion after defeating Alexandre Pantoja via first-round TTO just 26 seconds into the fight. The ending, however, came under unfortunate circumstances. Pantoja threw a head kick that Van caught, and as Pantoja lost balance and fell backward, his arm appeared to snap while bracing against the canvas. It's still unclear whether he suffered a dislocated elbow or a full fracture, but the injury immediately halted the bout. At just 24 years old, Joshua Van is now the first fighter born in the 2000s to win a UFC championship and becomes the second youngest champion in company history, behind Jon Jones Steel. He also set the record for the fastest flyweight title fight finish, surpassing Henry Cejudo's 32-second stoppage of TJ Dillashaw. After the fight, Pantoja addressed fans on Instagram, assuring them that he has overcome worse and will return stronger than ever. Dana White acknowledged the results simply with #new, while reactions from the MMA world quickly followed. Ariel Helwani called the injury absolutely sickening and warned fans not to rewatch the footage. Sports medicine doctor Brian Sutterer later explained that the injury was consistent with an elbow dislocation, noting that surgery is only required if fractures are involved. Max Holloway and Adrian Yanez urged the UFC to stop replaying the incident, calling it difficult to watch. Kevin Holland expressed sympathy for Pantoja but also gave Van credit. Bilal Muhammad believed the fight had the potential to become a war, while Dominic Cruz argued that fighters should be allowed to decide whether to continue, given how common arm dislocations are in combat sports. Van spoke afterward about his journey and emotions, acknowledging that it was an unfortunate way for the fight to end but expressing pride in becoming champion. He praised Pantoja's aggression and championship grit and said he felt fully prepared for whatever the former champion brought. Van described how surreal Fight Week felt, seeing himself on posters and enjoying every moment, even saying he barely thought about fight night because he was so locked in and relaxed. He admitted to feeling some nerves in the locker room, but once his walkout music hit, everything clicked into place. Move on to another news. In the main event, Petr Yan reclaimed the UFC Bantamweight Championship with a dominant unanimous decision victory over Merab Dvalishvili. Over the course of 5 rounds, Yan delivered one of the most complete performances of his career, showcasing sharp boxing, airtight defense, and relentless pressure that Dvalishvili struggled to overcome. Despite Merab's toughness and constant pace, Yan's precision and power proved decisive. After the fight, Merab immediately called for a rematch, vowing that he would return stronger. Islam Makhachev reacted by praising Merab's heart and durability, calling him one of the greatest to ever step into the cage, while also congratulating Yan on a well-deserved win. Dana White responded with a simple but impactful #new, acknowledging the new champion. All reactions across the MMA community were quick to follow. Tim Welch expressed shock, complimenting both Yan's performance and Merab's relentless activity. Kamaru Usman called it an incredible fight and congratulated both athletes for an outstanding display. Bilal Muhammad praised Yan's elite skill set, describing his technique as almost flawless and joking that Sean O'Malley was surely thrilled with the outcome. The MMA guru went even further, calling Yan's performance a 5-round beatdown and labeling it a clinic that left Merab's face battered. He declared that the Terminator is back on top. Josh Emmett applauded the new champion, calling it a fantastic main event. Matt Brown stated that he is already looking forward to a potential trilogy bout between Yan and Merab. Giga Chikadze expressed pride in Merab, calling him a Georgian legend and future Hall of Famer. Derek Brunson criticized commentary suggesting the fight was close, insisting that Yan put on a masterclass from start to finish. During the broadcast, Ayman Zahabi reacted live to the victory and later issued his own call-out, saying he still hopes to fight Yan in 2026. After securing the belt, Petr Yan addressed the crowd with gratitude, saying it felt incredible to once again stand as champion. He thanked fans for their support and expressed pride in proving himself once again at the top of the division. Move on to another news. And that wraps up today's news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA updates and fresh content, make sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Before we go, here are the top 3 comments from our previous video. These reactions were in response to the clip showing Merab walking away from a fan who tried to introduce him in full Bruce Buffer style. The first comment comes from Mr. M. Brown Jr., who joked that the fan gave Merab fan fatigue, highlighting how overwhelmed the fighter looked by the unexpected introduction. The second top comment is from Nora, who wrote that the Buffer-style announcement guy suffered generational aura loss, pointing out the awkwardness of the moment. And the final top comment reads, "That announcer dude was hella annoying. I almost walked away from my phone too," summarizing how many viewers felt about the overly enthusiastic impersonation. Those were the standout comments from the last video. If you want the chance to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is drop your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you missed yesterday's update, click the video on your screen right now to get caught up on all the latest MMA news and reactions.